Last week, I tried a thing that I was intrigued to do for the past months. Go swimming before school. In this video, I'm going to tell you how it all went and if I'll continue doing this. So, let's go. Firstly, let's start with the waking up part. I think this was one of the hardest parts because, it's waking up. It's always hard. I had to wake up at around 5:20 a.m., which for some may sound like a normal waking time, but remember, I'm a student. I don't wake up this early normally. For me, the normal wake up time is around 6:10 a.m., which means I have lost approximately an hour of sleep. After I got out of bed, I did my morning yoga, I did the skincare and packed my breakfast into a bag. I have prepared that breakfast the day before, otherwise I would have to wake up even earlier. After that, I just got on the bus and got to the pool. At the pool, a terrible surprise was waiting for me. The pool was overcrowded, like literally. I like the pool, I was going there the whole summer. It was always empty until the start of the school year. I don't know how, but somehow at this time everyone thinks that they should go swimming. And so all of these different age groups and interest groups meet at the swimming pool. And there's a lot of people. But I've already paid for the pool. And so I just had to get in. And to be honest, at first I was a bit hopeful. But that hope didn't last for long. The people there were trying to do the circle swimming, and so I've joined, but it didn't work. I still got hit several times by other swimmers, and I have personally hit many others, so this definitely wasn't comfortable. Also, it was incredibly hard to do a flip turn because, I'm not really a pro in a flip turn, I'm still learning it, and sometimes my leg slips, and so there's a pretty high chance that I would hit someone because I don't know why, and it was just making me so mad. People were just standing on the sides of the pool. You woke up to go swimming and you're just standing on the side of a pool guys, I need to learn my flip turn. But anyways, I did it a few times and I think it was good. At the end, probably the worst part came because thanks to the circle swimming, there was at least a bit of order in the swimming pool. But then some of the people that were supporting the circle swimming left the pool and some new ones entered it. And probably circle swimming was not their favorite activity because they instantly neglected it and didn't even try. So they kind of broke the whole system, and there was this guy who was always hitting me, and I was like, hey, we're swimming in circles, can't you see that? Anyways, it was not very comfortable. I have managed to finish my 1.5 kilometer swim, but I still left in a pretty bad mood because of all of the things that were happening in the pool. Okay, so the swimming was not the best, but still it's not everything that morning swimming is about, right? It's the feeling that you get after it, the feeling that you're awake. The feeling that you have already accomplished something, and the energy and the endorphins that your body produces after a physical activity. So what were the consequences of this action? Well, the consequences were probably the worst part. Seriously. Look, the idea is that by swimming in the morning, you save an hour in the evening. But the thing is that your day still has only 24 hours, so where do you take the hour that you save? Usually from your sleep. And I could really feel that. At school, in the morning, it was fine. I really like that because normally I do just my morning yoga and it gives me those endorphins. It makes my muscles feel awake, but it doesn't take a lot of energy out of me because, it's yoga, it wakes you up, it's calm, it's chill, and it's also short, it's 10 minutes, so it doesn't take a lot of energy to do that. Which is good because I wouldn't be doing that otherwise in the morning. So it was kind of nice to be a bit out of energy so I could be calm in the classes and I could focus easier. So I appreciated that. But guys, I hate walking stairs when I'm after a swim class. And that day I had to walk so many stairs, and yeah, I could really feel my thighs hurting, so that was bad. And also on the last class I could feel really tired and also grumpy and annoyed because I was really like out of energy by then. You know, over the day I could really feel my energy draining. But this, all that was happening at school, was far from the worst. The worst came at home, because the thing is that I'm a student and I have to study for tests. And so I was thinking like, hey, I have saved an hour with swimming in the morning, so I can study more in the evening because I really have to study for tomorrow's test. Well, I did everything but study. Literally. Like, the hour I have saved, I have fully procrastinated it. And I am not a person who procrastinates a lot. Really, like, I can stick to the plan and I can push myself to study. It's not that hard for me, but on that day, God, I was like fully procrastinating. I was laying in bed, watching the Summer I Turned Pretty, which was not procrastination, I was planning on that. But the YouTube videos, those were the procrastination. And it did not feel good. And the worst part about it was that it actually was undermining the thought of going to the swimming pool in the morning. Because the hour I have saved, that hour I have used to procrastinate, which I wouldn't have done otherwise. So all in all, the evening was not productive at all, and it was also not fun. So what's the conclusion? Will I do this again? Well, probably not. Like, honestly, 5:20 a.m. is too early. Like, I get up on this time only when I have early class, and I'm thinking about switching my morning routine so I could actually wake up at 6 a.m. And also, I wake up at this time when I go to the mountains by train. So, like, only on these special occasions. Like, that's how much I hate waking up at 5 and how I love waking up at 6. So, this could be the only reason why it wouldn't work for me. But there are others. For example, the pool is just emptier in the afternoon. And I'm not kidding. Like, I think the busiest hour of the pool is the morning, because usually everyone starts working at 8. Every school starts at 8 in the morning. So everyone who wants to go swimming before their work starts or their school starts, they have to get to the swimming pool at this particular same time. And that's how it ends, you know, with people hitting each other. Whereas when I went to the swimming pool after school, it was actually kind of empty. There were only some parents with their kids, you know, just playing. But, you know, majority of the swimming pool was just empty, and I could use it for myself, which was much more comfortable. And lastly, swimming in the evening will definitely save me time while studying, because on that day I did study eventually on that test, but it took me so long to even start studying, and even longer till I thought I know enough to be done with the studying, because my brain just wasn't working that actively as it normally does. And I think that it was mainly caused because I just went swimming in the morning and did not sleep the additional hour. But even though I said all these negative things, I still don't regret that I went swimming in the morning before school. Why? Well, this was a thing I wanted to try for months, really. During the whole holiday, I was like, I left swimming in the morning. Would this work for me? Could I go swimming before school? And now I finally know the answer. No, this is not for me. But I know that it is not. And, you know, I think there's also a thing that you should take away from this. If you have a thing that you really want to try, but you're not sure if it fits for you, just try it and you'll see for yourself. Also, I'm really grateful that I tried this whole thing because I have many swimmer friends and I could feel at least a bit of how they live, you know, because they have training every morning and they must get up even earlier than I did. And, you know, to all of them I say, wow, you guys, I can't believe how you do this, how you can survive the whole day and then have another training. Like, I admire you for this. And that's it. Now it's your turn to tell me in the comments whether you'll try this experiment for yourself, and afterwards you can watch this video. Otherwise, I'll see you next Monday. Bye!